Hi everybody, Grace here, and today I have my lovely client Mandy all the way from Belize. And Mandy is the proud owner of the blog withlovefrombelize.com, and the blog was really born after our time together on retreat in Italy. So Mandy, today I wanted to just ask you about your experience on retreat, because I know there's a lot of women that are, they're considering getting on a plane and flying across the ocean to do this type of work. Would you be open to just sharing with us, what prompted you to work in this way, and what was your experience of being on retreat in Italy?
Hi, Grace. Hi, everybody. I wanted to experience something in person, and I needed to get out of my current environment and really immerse myself in something new. And I also wanted to immerse myself in the three principles, but insecure thinking really just spoke to me. And I wanted to experience that. Gosh, it has been and still is worthwhile. Things are still coming up for me. That's been so incredible about the retreat, everybody, is that you go there, you eat fabulous food, you meet Grace, you do amazing things. I hired a scooter and we went exploring, and then you go back and you see Esther, and then you eat more pasta and you meet friends and you drink more Prosecco, and it's wonderful. And you feel as if you're on a holiday, but what I didn't realize was so much was percolating, so much was beginning to flow within me. And I hadn't experienced that online. And it was like the world just closed up around me, and I went into this secure, serene bubble of me. And in this bubble, I realized and experienced the essence of well-being. What well-being feels like, what living in the feeling of our thinking feels like. I really started to experience that. And then from there, just lots of new ideas. I let go of so much that I'd been holding on to that was not serving me. And from this place of holding on to what I perceived needed to be done from a marketing, branding scenario, I began to experience spiritual marketing that Grace has been talking about. And I began to experience my own presence when I'm with people. And we talk about just be present for your client, but when you really experience having your coach be present with you on a retreat, it's a completely different level. The energy, the dynamics, just the very essence of that experience is so different. And that has stayed with me and is still with me now. I've now returned home to Belize, and from this space of newness, because I feel new, my thinking is fresher. I just feel new, and my business is evolving. I said to Grace early on this morning, my desk is wonderful because it's not cluttered with all the stuff I thought I had to do. Now I'm just present even for me and how to live in a place of well-being.
And what have you noticed in the world around you? I mean, how's the world responding to you now, Mandy? What's different?
For a long time, I yearned for my tribe. We talk about, have you found your tribe in marketing terms? And for a long time, I was lonely for like-minded people. What's happened now is people are being drawn to the newness in me. They're being drawn to something in me. Maybe it's the well-being. Maybe it's... I'm noticing people want what I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't sure what I have, But now I know what I have is well-being and presence.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, what I have is no longer insecure thinking. Don't quite know what I have, but it's good. Whatever I have, it's good. It's intangible, and people
Yeah.
are reacting to that. Whereas before I tried to create something tangible to sell to people. Now I don't need to sell anything. The intangibleness of being
So
is what.
are you noticing you're drawing people and opportunities? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. And I'm drawing
Yeah.
amazing people. People I
Mm.
dreamed of wishing I knew are
Uh-huh.
now being drawn to me. And I
That's
love it.
incredible.
Yeah.
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 What would you say, Mandy, was your biggest takeaway from the retreat? If you had to narrow it down a bit, was there anything in particular that you saw or just really got that has been transformative for you?
I really got how important it is to do things for me.
Mm.
And I don't say that in a selfish manner, and yet there is a selfishness to it. It's self-care is vital.
Yeah.
And be possessive and protective of your time to self-care and nurture yourself. That was huge for me. Yeah.
Brilliant, brilliant. And for those women that are listening, in case they think that it was just easy for you to pack up and travel from Belize and, like just make yourself your way across to Europe, like, would you be open to sharing, like, what did you have to navigate to prioritize this? Just in case people are thinking you're like, it was easy for you to do that. Like what were some of the things you had to navigate?
I'm just getting to that side of the world. Before I've even left Belize, the village I live in, I take 2 internal flights to get to the main international airport before I've even left the
Right.
country. And then it's 2 or 3 flights if I don't make a direct flight to London, and then from London across to Italy. So part of the journey is getting there, and just navigating the fear of, well, why can't I do this online? And that's huge. Once I realized I needed this and I wanted to do it, it's different. Online is wonderful, but being present and being there and taking myself out of everything I know here and doing it all for me,
Yeah.
in that alone is a juiciness like this is all for me and I can have it all. And it was wonderful. And that regenerated and rejuvenated so much and it's got to be a once a year thing. It's got to happen again and again because it just really did re-energize me. And it re-energized me not only physically, but spiritually, emotionally. It fed me at a level I hadn't experienced before.
Yeah. Beautiful. And just to finish, Mandy, then, what are 3 things you're noticing about yourself that have shifted or are different to Mandy before she engaged in this way?
I love me. I've fallen in love with
Oh,
me. Yeah, I've
beautiful.
fallen in love with me, and I've become very protective of who I am. And I'm not allowing people to push those boundaries anymore. I'm not giving in
Yeah.
and giving away of myself. I would say that's been the biggest. The stillness. There's a stillness and a serenity in well-being.
Yeah.
I don't rush around it from this place of fear anymore of I need to be successful, I need to do this. There's just this beautiful flow of ease and flow. There are those words again, that's what it's given me. I've come away with that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for
You're
sharing,
welcome.
Mandy. And for those of you that are interested in connecting about a retreat for yourself in Italy, then please email me directly on grace@citygirlconfidence.com and we will set up an exploration call. And for those of you interested in following Mandy a little bit further and reading and learning about her journey and her experience, you can check out her beautiful new blog, which is now being born, and that is with lovefrombelize.com.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mandy.
Thanks
Lots
so
of
much.
love.
Bye.
Bye.